Mr. Ambassador, it's election day in Israel. We're about halfway through the day now, and one of the main questions is obviously the conflict.
Yeah.
There's been much talk in the media lately about Israeli politics moving to the right. And how do you think the next Israeli government will promote peace talks?
Well, first, since everybody, or not everybody, but the surveys indicated Benjamin Netanyahu and Likud Beitenu would win the elections, if this would be the case, it would be again a government committed to two-state solution, and a government that would seek the Palestinian consent to come and have a dialogue on a two-state solution. So it depends mainly on the Palestinians, and on top of it, we shouldn't forget that when the right part of the political map is in power, the chances for peace are greater, and we strike the deal with Egypt, having Menachem Begin as a very rightist type of strong leader. And everybody thought that it would never happen during his times, but it was exactly the reason why it happened, because he was strong, he was rightist, and he had no opposition. If Bibi would go for to strike a deal with the Palestinians, he would have no opposition in the sense of having all the center-left parties supporting such a deal.
Israel recently announced that they would start building in the E1 area. Many believe that this would be a major obstacle for achieving peace. What are your comments on this?
Well, we expect the Palestinians to come and have a dialogue with us with no preconditions. All the subjects of, settlements and so on and so forth should be discussed at the negotiation table. We shouldn't forget that it's not like the Palestinians are claiming. The conflict did not start with settlements. This is not the cause for the conflict. We have proved that in return to peace agreements we had with Jordan, Egypt, and unilaterally in Gaza, we withdrew from settlements, and we are ready and prepared to do, to a certain extent, the same procedure again with the Palestinians, and they know that. We agreed upon swap of territories in the case of reaching an agreement, and this solution was acceptable then. So I don't think that settlements is the barrier for any solution. I think if somebody looks for an artificial declared reason, it is. This is what the Palestinians are using as a reason. Practically, it has been proven it is not, and I think it will be proven it is not.
A major issue in the current election campaign has been the social situation in Israel.
Yeah.
Why is it that this has become a major issue in Israel today?
Well, because the cost of living is high in Israel, because we have elements in society that are not participating in the labor market, they don't work, because the social welfare system is supposed to support too many, and the money that comes into this welfare system comes from the middle class in Israel that works hard, long day, paying high taxes, and a great part of it is getting poorer and poorer instead of having a reasonable standard of life as in Western countries. So I think this is the reason, and I think that the next government should address those concerns in Israeli society.
The current situation in the region with the civil war in Syria, political instability in Egypt, and terrorism in Gaza and the Sinai, how does this affect Israeli voters, you think?
Well, I think Israel is, Israel came into being in 1948 as a result of war, the independence war. It wasn't a war that we chose to launch. We were dragged into a war. Miraculously enough, we won the war, and we gained independence. But ever since, this is what we do. We fight, we protect, we defend, and we continue with our normal life as any other nation. So I think that we are very concerned with new piling up threats around us, but I think that we were, we are, and we will be capable to continue running normal life while attending those threats.
And of course, despite regional difficulties and social problems, Israel has managed to flourish economically. How do you think Israel can continue to do so in the days to come?
Well, I think we can. We have proved that you know, there were dire situations, conditions, and everybody thought it's gonna fall apart. It did not, and it will not. I think this is what we are good at. You know, knowing that we have to protect ourselves and run a normal life as possible to run a normal life in such circumstances. This is what we'll do, and I think we can do that. It's costly. It costs us a lot of money. You know, the budget that is channeled into the defense of the State of Israel reaches in between 6.5 to 8% from the GDP yearly. This is way much comparing to European countries. Like in Sweden, the average would be 1 to 1.2%, and this is costly. And when you have such an operation as we had to carry out in Gaza lately, this is a very costly operation. It comes from the taxpayer, and it means that we will have to work hard and do what we always did. One hand working, one hand protecting. This is the secret of success of the State of Israel, and a lot of work. A lot of work.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ambassador.
You're welcome. Thank you.